Are you ready, Kenny? Are you ready? Let's go fight, guys.
Undeniably, this is the biggest fight of his life. Florian in the black trunks, blue trunks for Aldo. Inside leg kicks will be very prevalent in this fight.
And Kenny opens up with the kicks.
Kenny has got very heavy kicks and very bony the way he digs that thigh into his opponent, and those vicious elbows.
And like Aldo, we said, started out as a soccer player.
Yep. Division I at Boston College was Florian. Semi-professional in Brazil was Aldo.
Kenny also has a very sharp right jab.
Aldo pushes forward. What's going to be very, very important and imperative to Florian's success is his footwork, too, which he's worked on a ton with Peter Welch in Southie.
And his stamina and composure should this fight go into the later rounds.
First against Shirk, then against Penn. Now tonight against Aldo. He got stopped. There's the power
he got
of
tagged.
Jose Aldo.
He got tagged, Mike.
Stopped and hammered on.
Kenny can take it, but that punch rocked him. He's pointing to him. What is he saying? He pointed to the referee and said something. Oh, he's saying he poked him in the eye,
yep.
saying.
And Jose acknowledged it. Good lead right hook by Florian. Again, he looks for the takedown. Wow, what a scramble. Up against the cage. Right in front of his corner.
Kenny would very much like to get some ground and pound off on Jose Aldo. As we said, he saw the Mark Hominick fight, and he saw Aldo on his back and saw a lot of openings where he could have capitalized.
He's tried to take Jose Aldo down not once but twice here early, Joe. Kenny Florian has been defeated in every fight in which he was unable to land a takedown. Sanchez, Shirk, Penn, and Maynard. Every other fight he has been victorious in during his UFC career. Aldo is 19-1 overall. 12-fight win streak, hasn't lost since 2005. Midway point of the first of a potential five-minute rounds.
And Kenny, even if he can't take him down here, he does take him down.
He got it. Right back up is Aldo.
And drops right back down to it. This is wearing Aldo out. Even if Kenny can't take him down, he's making him work very, very hard. And for a guy who has a hard time making this weight and had questionable stamina in the Hominick fight, this is an excellent strategy. Kenny's sneaking behind him. Kenny's got his back.
Florian has outstanding submission skills.
Aldo is attacking, though. He's looking for a Kimura on Kenny's left arm. He let that go to defend the takedown.
Remember, Aldo was able to stuff Mike Brown on numerous occasions when he looked to take him down and put him on his back. 93% takedown offense. The opponents of Jose Aldo, 2 of 28 coming into tonight on their takedowns. Combination by Florian. Pedinaris thinks that Aldo is the stronger of the two fighters. Ducks under.
Beautiful timing by Kenny Florian.
To the body. He's got him thinking, Joe.
He's imposing his will right now. You know, and Kenny Florian is one of the bigger guys in this division. That's something really to consider. At 5'10", he carries 145 pounds very well. He's very long and lanky. He's got an excellent reach, and his movement tonight is sensational.
And the real key for Florian is he wants to fight his fight, because he didn't feel like he did that against BJ.
He's constantly on Jose Aldo.
Patience and pressure.
Nice knee to the body by Kenny.
Florian has said he respects the skills of Aldo immensely. Elbow.
And Kenny has some nasty elbows.
Some of the best in the business.
Very good at cutting fighters. Slices the elbow across the skin.
Left his buddy Alex Karalexis with a big scar. After a big flurry by Aldo early, good job done by Ken Flo. We got ourselves a title fight.
That's a big round for Kenny Florian.
Aldo, a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, training in beautiful Rio de Janeiro, Brazil.
Again, Kenny misses the takedown, but lands a nice right hand.
Kenny gonna try to circle away from that powerful right kick of Jose Aldo. Throws his own. Superman punch.
Kenny is making Aldo think.
He is one of the master strategists in this game. 17th UFC fight, Joe. I mean, the UFC record is 25. You got Koscheck and Florian at 17, 18 from season 1 of The Ultimate Fighter.
Well, Kenny's very, very intelligent, Mike, and very disciplined as well. And he's obviously formulated an excellent game plan.
Ducks under.
And I'll tell you what, Kenny Florian has a very underrated chin, too. You know, he's only been stopped once by Diego Sanchez in the UFC, and that was a ground and pound stoppage when Diego was just, quite frankly, much bigger than him.
And he was stopped by wrestlers in Gray Maynard, in Sean Shirk. The only time he really kind of got outstruck was BJ Penn with that stiff jab he used in Philly. I mean, Shirk, he bloodied up from the bottom.
Yeah, his elbows from the bottom were outstanding in that fight. He's got Jose Aldo thinking, Mike.
Florian with the 1-2.
I'll tell you what's happened with the takedown attempts by Kenny Florian and the clinching is that it's taken away the kicks of Jose Aldo.
Which is taking away maybe his best weapon.
Oh, yeah, a huge part of his arsenal. He just does not want to throw those kicks. He hasn't thrown a single one yet, and we're deep into the second round. Meanwhile, Kenny is free to throw everything. And that creates a much better distance for Kenny, who's also the taller fighter.
Florian with that 4-inch reach advantage in this featherweight title fight.
Florian's doing a lot of feinting too, throwing a lot of fakes, getting Aldo to think. There's the first kick by Aldo.
And again, and there are many people, Joe, who say the inside leg kick is more vicious than the outside leg kick because of all the nerves and you know, you don't have that big IT band on it. They both hurt, but the inside can be lethal. And look at already the red mark on the inside of the leg of both men.
Well, Aldo slaps with it. It's such a powerful kick.
And you don't want to have your buddy test out the theory at home, but they can both be very, very...
What are you encouraging?
No, not at all. That's why I said you don't. But they can be very, very advantageous.
Good jab by Kenny.
Under 2 now.
I'd like to see more of those kicks from Aldo. He started it off.
Yeah, and there you go. You heard his brother Keith say, move to his left, move away from the power of the right kick. And as he moves to his left, Joe, he sets up his inside leg kick.
And he landed it twice.
Or pardon me, when he moves to his right, away from the power.
Oh, he went high with that one.
When Florian moves away, right here, circling to his left, moving to Kenny's right. Head kick.
And here he's saying, get back, Kenny, get back.
Tossed aside. Oh, almost connected on the way up. Under a minute now in round 2. Title fight. 5-minute rounds. There you go. He circles to the right again. He gets caught though.
And there's another inside leg kick. That one is very powerful. You see the redness all over the inside of the left thigh, or the right thigh rather, Kenny Florian.
Outside.
He caught him before Aldo was about to pull the trigger.
Aldo was throwing that kick and he caught the outside of his back leg. Under 30.
Well, Kenny anticipated that the kick was coming. He saw the way Aldo was looking at him, and he got off first.
Now he's going to look to do like his teammate George St. Pierre does, maybe score a takedown late in the round and steal it. Aldo connects. Round 2 complete.
Here, Kenny's corner saying he's getting tired, Kenny. They believe that Aldo has a stamina problem and that he can't continue this pace into the championship rounds.
And one thing that Kenny Florian has demonstrated throughout his career is he does not have a stamina problem.
Yeah, very, very disciplined fighter.
Disciplined with his strength and conditioning, which started with Kearns, continues with Jonathan Chamberg. Very disciplined with his diet.
And Kenny's footwork and movement tonight have been excellent.
He's worked that a ton, got caught with the jab of Aldo. He has trained and acted and fought for the better part of his UFC career like a champion. The one thing he hasn't been able to become is a UFC champion. Nice. Florian, a decade older than Aldo. Look for the Superman. Again, he just adjusts that footwork, trying to keep Aldo off balance. Aldo stepped with an angle and tried to connect with the right.
Dan Mergliata is having a hard time getting out of the way of these guys. They're moving so quickly. Nice inside leg kick. That rocked him.
And he followed it up. And Andre Pedernera said, you're taking away his mobility with those leg kicks. Keep punishing the right leg.
Right. He's absolutely right. That one hurt Kenny, for sure. He's limping a bit on it.
Yep, he got rocked and then he got followed up on with a combination by Aldo with a big right hand. See if he goes for it again. Kenny's got to continue to circle away from that inside leg kick of Jose Aldo.
And Kenny has not been able to check any of those. And some guys don't in MMA, you know, some guys don't check the inside leg kick. They allow it to just throw their leg back. There's a bunch of different schools of thought on that.
He's moving away from it now, and he ducks under.
He ducks under, but Aldo's on top and mounts him.
Not good for Kenny Florian.
Kenny spins, but Aldo's going to take his back if he does that. Kenny tries to get to half guard. He's got to keep pushing on those hips. Hip escape, nicely done. Nicely done by Kenny.
With just 2 career wins by submission, but he is a black belt, as we mentioned, in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
As Kenny tried to get that right leg over the top, Aldo very expertly switched the position and moved into side control. Kenny trapped the leg again. He's spinning, he's going for the deep half. Good hips by Kenny Florian in avoiding being mounted.
Trying to get the double underhooks.
He's moved it into side control, half guard, but Aldo pushes down on the leg, and Kenny did a nice job there of getting his right knee in position to keep that half guard and protect himself.
Now remember, Kenny can be very active from his back, especially with elbows.
And he's going to make Aldo work and make Aldo tired. Aldo's not moving that much anymore, Mike. He's just kind of holding position.
And this gives at least, even though he's on top, Joe, a little break to the inside of that lead leg of Florian.
And you hear Keith screaming, underhook the single on the left side, because that's the side where Kenny has the half guard. They want him to get an underhook on that side and stand up.
Kenny Florian 12-3 since the Ultimate Fighter Season 1 finals against Diego Sanchez. Aldo has lost only 1 time in his professional career.
Right there, good job by Kenny in utilizing his knee to get into a good position. Good up kicks. Powerful up kicks by Kenny. He's kind of slamming down on him like an axe kick.
Florian showing his fine jiu-jitsu skills in defending on his back.
Controlling the wrists. Got a hold of that single, couldn't hang on to it, and he's back up. Look for that Aldo inside leg kick.
Aldo had the mount and really wasn't able to do much with it, Joe.
Aldo's looking to kick, Mike. You can see his back heel, the right leg coming up.
Florian wants to take down. Aldo #1 all-time combined in UFC WEC history with his takedown defense numbers. And he lands nearly 90% of his kicks. 10 seconds left until we hit the championship rounds. Round number 4 here tonight. Aldo and Florian for the title. You know, the one thing we don't often see, if ever, from Kenny Florian is for him to switch his stance to orthodox, which he could do to try to protect that leg, but Kenny's not a guy who switches his stance a lot, Joe.
Well, he's checking it now. And he landed a couple of good shots of his own. And you hear Keith Florian in the corner really wants to make sure that when Aldo's attacking, that Kenny's nowhere near him. He said, just run away.
Good stiff right. That straight right, always an effective punch against the southpaw. Straight left the other way.
Kenny's doing a real good job of mixing up his punches and his kicks to keep Aldo guessing. There's that inside. And that one hurt. That whole inside of Kenny's thigh is damaged. The difference is when Kenny lands his kicks, Aldo's taking them with no problem. They're scoring, but Aldo's taking them. When Aldo lands his kicks, every single one of them has a damaging effect on Kenny's ability to move.
Close fight here in the 4th round, although Aldo with a real nice 3rd round performance. Got the mount on a couple occasions. Looking for the takedown again. Man, what great takedown defense by the champion. And a big knee. You know, it's the little things that you see the highlight reel knockouts of Jose Aldo, those great kicks, but it's the little things that make him such a dominant fighter, starting with this takedown defense.
His takedown defense is amazing. A lot of it is because he's so athletic and explosive, and his balance is so good.
7 years ago, he came to Rio de Janeiro, Brazil with absolutely nothing. Grew up in the large city of Manaus, Brazil. Now he's the best in the world at 145. Nice knee by the champion. Florian really wants the takedown. Working for the single.
And he lost the single.
How much can Kenny explode into these takedowns with that leg so damaged?
Well, he's been fine with it, but he's putting a lot of pressure on Aldo. That's what's important. And he's making it so Aldo is hesitant to pull the trigger. And Aldo just took a big, deep breath there, Mike. That's what Kenny needs to do, a lot more of that.
And his corner called for the body kick, he threw it. And Kenny has good Muay Thai. Really polished his Muay Thai with Mark De La Grati. And Kenny has done everything his way. I think that's the most important thing. He's surrounded himself with a training team, and tonight he just wants to leave it in this championship fight, and he's pressuring him right here.
He's got to do more damage in these positions, though. There he goes. Needs more of that, more knees.
Dan Mergliata just telling Jose Aldo, don't hold the fence. His corner's just screaming. Zahabi, Chainberg.
Well, that's a smart thing to do, and it also gets in Jose Aldo's head. It makes him think about it.
Again, he drops for a single. High crotch.
And even though Kenny's not getting these, he's forcing Jose Aldo to wrestle and strain himself. And this, although it's not the most exciting aspect of MMA, is probably the most grueling.
And it also is octagon control, body shot.
And Kenny's the most aggressive here. He's the one who's pushing the action.
No question. And remember in Toronto that they went the distance, Jose Aldo and Mark Hominick, and Hominick almost staged a huge comeback in the 5th and final round.
Indeed.
With that huge hematoma on his forehead, days before the birth of his child.
And as Kenny is making Jose Aldo work harder and harder leading into this 5th round, it opens up the potential for him being successful.
Aldo went the distance against Uriah Faber in the WEC title fight, but really had his way with the leg kicks. Uriah was just as gutsy as you've seen taking the leg kicks. Went the distance with Hominick. And now we may be headed for the 5th, and we are. Atsu Hayauki, Mark Hominick, Eric Koch, Dustin Poirier. Featherweights are loaded. Lightweight title fight still ahead.
Kenny's got to continue to circle towards his right, move away from the power kicks and punches of Aldo, and get something offensive in this round. These have been some very close rounds, except for the 3rd, where Aldo dominated with top position. But other than that, they've been very close. And Kenny has been the most aggressive in this fight. Who knows how the judges are seeing this, Mike? Nice knee to the body by Kenny. He's got to do a lot more of that.
Put everything aside and let the fight take care of itself. Experience, maturity. Florian trying to secure his fighting dream of becoming a UFC champion. Under 4. Slipped. Went for a knee and slipped.
Good job of kicking the knee by Florian there from the bottom. That's a dangerous technique. Aldo's got to look out for that. He could get his leg hyperextended easily here.
And look, he changed just because of that, Joe.
Yeah, he went sideways.
Yep, right foot on left knee.
The heels. Kenny doesn't like it. Or excuse me, Aldo doesn't like it. Kenny's very good from this spot. Very good protecting and very good offensively. He keeps looking for that axe kick, and that's why it landed so hard on the ground there. He's attacking a leg. He's lacing up a leg. Oh, he lost it totally, though.
Elbow.
Now, Kenny can't run the risk of being trapped under here in the bottom like he was in the 3rd round.
It's a crucial time in this fight. 3 minutes left, Joe.
He's got to explode. He's got to explode. He's got to get out of here because Aldo just mounted him.
He got it again.
And he not just mounted him. He mounted him with his feet crossed underneath, which is like a guard mount. It's like having a guy in your guard, except you're mounting him. It's very difficult to shake him off. Now it's open, and he's sliding up higher, and he's going to take his back. Kenny's going to scoot out the back door. He's going to scoot out. But Aldo brilliantly waited and then pinned his knee down. And they're both moving very well here on the ground, but Aldo is maintaining the top position. Kenny's got to get out of this spot before he incurs any damage, because scoring-wise, he's definitely losing this.
Trying to get back to that mount. Florian wants to desperately get back to the feet here.
And he does.
Up.
Now
Under 2 minutes remain.
Get something going here. Kenny has got to leave it all here.
Yeah.
He cannot be conservative. More than likely, he's losing this round now. You know, even though Aldo didn't do too much offensively when he got him down, he did hold him down and he did mount him.
Yeah, he gained the mount, which is huge. Under 90, and here we go.
But Kenny can take that back and he can be aggressive.
Man, what great takedown defense by Aldo. Aldo has kept his conditioning at a good level too, Joe. Both men still really trying to push 24 minutes into this fight. Final minute. As Aldo looks to defend and Florian looks to capture.
Was just about to separate them.
The featherweight title. 40 seconds.
Kenny's Kenny's got to be aggressive here. Now that he's got Aldo up against the cage, he's got to knee him, he's got to punch him, he's got to do something.
How huge would a takedown be here? Florian throws the knee. Again, he's stuffed. 20 seconds. Florian tried to deliver the elbow. The teep. 10 seconds. Both men battle to the finish. We have gone the distance. 5-minute rounds. Has Florian done enough? Or has Aldo defended?
The real question is the 3 rounds that there wasn't a clear winner. Because there's 2 rounds where I believe Aldo probably very clearly won. The 3rd and the 5th. The other ones, you know, you'd have to go over with a fine-tooth comb.